Bonjour! Bonjour!
No. Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle. It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks season 2, episode 11. Just to tell you, a bird, you know, is making a lot of noise. Like, for me, it's irritating because each time I'm telling you I'm hypersensitive. So, for example, one thing about hypersensitivity, some sounds, you know, can really make me go crazy. Like, for example, you know, the clocks which are really making noises, you know, the... If you have that at your place, at your home, I'm gonna demand you, you know, to stop it. If I'm coming, you know, at your place, I can't focus on a conversation if there is that sound, you know, at the back of it. It's gonna blow my mind. It's gonna make me explode from the inside. I can go crazy just because of that sound. So really, I can't focus on the conversation. I can't do anything because of that sound. So another thing, it's birds, you know, which are making a lot of noise and regularly, you know, the... I'm sorry, it can make me go crazy, you know, and even more if I'm filming. So I went outside, you know, on my balcony and I was like, you know, to make it go away, the bird, and my neighbor, she went on our balcony being like, what is happening and all. So I had to explain her all of that. So clearly, right now, I'm into a particular mood because I'm still irritated, you know, by the sound. I know that maybe it's gonna come during this video, so it's a warning also for you. I'm frustrated because it didn't work, I didn't make it go away, and I'm a little embarrassed also because I was surprised by my neighbor doing that. So, you know, already before beginning this episode, I had a weird moment, and each time that I have a weird moment, you know, just before Twin Peaks and all, I'm like, it's perfect. It's perfect to have a weird thing going with you, you know, just before watching Twin Peaks. In fact, it's perfect. It's the mood. It's going with the mood. In fact, you're preparing yourself for watching Twin Peaks. It's okay. Now that I'm talking, you know, it's not making any noise anymore. When it's gonna make the noise, I'm gonna tell you, did you hear it? And maybe the micro is not even gonna hear it and I'm gonna be the only one irritated about it. It's also a warning, you know, because you can hear the sound maybe, and also, no matter what, me, I'm gonna hear it, and you know that now on my Patreon you have the longer reaction part for this reaction video with the level 2, but also the full one with the level 3. So I can't cut this moment now, you know, during the full reaction part when maybe I'm like that, you know, being irritated by the sound outside. So now you know, if at some point you are seeing me being like, it's gonna be because of that. You won't. Okay, let's watch Twin Peaks, this episode 11 of the season 2. Now, normally, Cooper has a reason to stay in Twin Peaks, even if for now he's not an FBI agent anymore. No matter what, in front of his eyes, Major Briggs just disappeared, captured by an alien with all of this smoke and all. Like, really, I don't know what happened, and I'm not sure that Cooper knows. Like, he saw something at the end, but did he really see something? We can't know with Cooper. Like, already he's seeing stuff that he's not supposed to see, he has visions and all, so I don't know, he doesn't know, I think, so here we go for another case to discover what happened to Major Briggs. That's what I think for now, for what the rest of the season is gonna be about. I want to warn you also about the fact that, you know, I'm posting these videos on YouTube, you guys, you are talking to me on the comments, I'm reading all of your comments, and one of you told me that during a certain period of time, right now, for what I understood of this season 2, it's not Mark Frost and David Lynch which are in command of the show, and apparently the quality of the show was really less good during that period of time, you can really feel it and all. So I want to be honest with you guys by saying that I read that comment, so I'm gonna pay attention to it for sure to see if I truly see a difference or not, and I'm gonna tell you that on the review if truly there is something going on. I can see the difference, I'm not interested anymore, like really if I can see it. I wanted to be honest with you guys about that, about the fact that I know this information, and for sure I'm gonna do that comparison because of that, you know. Okay, for the rest of the story, so yes, we have Cooper. Is he gonna stay an FBI agent or not? I think that he's gonna be back at an FBI agent. I hope so. If not, it would mean that they're gonna have to bring another FBI agent to do the job now for Major Briggs disappearing. Maybe Albert? He knows! He knows the environment, you know, he knows the town, he already came here, he knows people, like it would be logical and really the easiest thing to do for the FBI to send Albert. I want that to happen. For the other characters, Donna and James are I'm beginning to be a little tired about we want to be together but we can't because, you know, life, all of that, all of these deaths, really, they're all against us. No, you're creating that. It's in your mind. So I'm beginning to be a little tired of it. Bobby, the fact that blackmailing Benjamin didn't work, what are you gonna do now with the tape that you have? Are you gonna talk about it with Audrey? What is gonna happen right there? Leo, at some point, is he gonna really move, really say something? Nadine as a cheerleader, that was fun, but really, can you continue with that life for her during a long time? Because right now she's gonna be truly involved into that school, and we know how teenagers can be, and I'm a little afraid of them bullying that old woman who is acting like a teenager when clearly she's not. Something bad can happen, you know, because of that. Norma, I was so proud of Norma after the last episode, the fact that she stood up, you know, for herself in front of her mother, the food critic, the fact that she managed to face her mother and to be like, I have all of the rights to be disappointed about what you did, about what you're saying to me, and also just get out of my restaurant, I don't want to see you anymore. I was so proud of her for that. I'm so glad. I want to have more things about her and about her ex-husband, what is happening right there. We know that he's involved into bad stuff and she doesn't know about it, and it seems like they're back together and it's totally okay. I don't want him for her. I'm not sure that I want her with Ed neither, you know, but just him with her, I'm not okay with it, so I hope that at some point it's gonna change. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right there. Let's go for this episode. Like I said earlier, on my Patreon, if you want, you can have the longer reaction part for this episode with the level 2, the full reaction part with the level 3, no matter what, the full opacity for both of them. And also you have now these reaction videos in advance. You have one episode of advance on my Patreon if you can be interested by that. Let's go guys, let's go for this episode. It's James, right? He really thinks that he lives into a movie. I know, I'm watching a show, but you're not... David Duchovny? Why? We're gonna have X-Files coming into Twin Peaks? Yeah, yes, I know that I'm watching a show, but really, James, the character, is acting like he's the main character of a film, you know, of a movie. Yes, we have to remember that he has a real job. He talked about it a little, about experiences and all.
So, babe, you're saying this behavior is part of one of the major operates?
Did he leave suddenly?
Yes, babe.
The fact that you were in the woods is very significant.
In what way?
Confidentially. He talks about them constantly.
The woods?
Been attempting to contact some element that lives in the woods as a part of his top secret work?
That's classified.
Can we talk to his superior and all? I want to be sure that it was a real job.
Many thanks for coming in. I guess there's not much more we can do right now except keep our eyes peeled.
Garland left some notes on his bedside table. I can call you back with them.
They might be very helpful.
She's really not worried at all.
Cool. I just called to say that you have my full support in this investigation business.
Ah,
Is any of this true? Double homicide? Stolen drugs? Storming a whorehouse?
It's all under our watch.
Drug enforcement agency starting to nose around. They're sending down a top dog to investigate the drug angle.
Who's ending?
Dennis Bryson.
He's a good man, Harry. No nonsense.
maybe David Duchovny?
Couple of words of advice. Let a smile be your umbrella.
Yeah?
Thanks, Gordon.
See you.
Ah, like your protection? Eh? Too young for you. Too young for you. Nadine? Way too young for you.
That's the cutest one. Maybe. What about Ed? Are you still seeing him?
Married to him?
Well, Eddie stays home and likes at school. He likes to stay in, like us to go out. Sometimes he does like he's old enough to be my father.
Is you are to be your own mother, like, from that context. Cool car.
Heading somewhere?
I'm sorry.
Is there someplace you're going to or running from?
Bus, no?
You got the wrong guy to compliment.
Men are always alright. Right up until they pull the trigger.
Well, I'm only playing on the outside.
I can almost hear what's inside from here. Live nearby?
Yeah, Twin Peaks. It's a nice jacket.
I'm glad you think so.
Really?
Look, can you do anything with cars?
Yeah.
No, it's my husband's Jaguar. Somebody squeezed me on the highway and I drove it to a ditch.
Well, I could take a look at it. My name's James.
Evelyn.
Evelyn?
Evelyn Marsh. I live right up the road.
Have either of you fellas heard of a place called the White Lodge?
Uh-oh.
Where'd you hear of it? Well, it was the last thing Major Briggs said to me before he disappeared. Cooper, you may be fearless in this world, but there are other worlds.
What about it?
My people believe that the White Lodge is a place where the spirits that rule man and nature here reside. Local legend. There is also a legend of a place called the Black Lodge, the shadow self of the White Lodge. There, you will meet your own shadow self. My people call it the dweller on the threshold. But it is said, if you confront the Black Lodge with imperfect courage, it will utterly annihilate your soul.
Ew! We don't want that.
Agent Bryson's here to see you.
Send him right in. He's one of the finest minds in the DEA. Harry, we're in very good hands. Cool.
That's David Duchovny. Not like I thought, but that's him.
It's a long story, but actually I
I mean, Denise.
Okay. Share food? Please. We talk. Denise Bryson, Drug Enforcement Agency.
Ok.
It's hard to imagine you have even any crime. I picture you chasing lost dogs and locking up the town drunk. Unfortunately, it's a little more involved. Well, let's get right to this, Dale. The DEA's interest in you stems from allegations made by an RCMP officer that you stole drugs being used by him in a sting operation. Denise, I believe I'm being set up. Well, my recent experience has taught me never to judge too quickly. Anyway, I'll get right to this and get back to you later.
Okay.
Okay. I understand we're both staying at the Great Northern. How's the food up there? You're in for a real surprise.
Coffee. Go for the coffee.
We'll catch up later. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sheriff.
Ok! Don't be a disappointment, please be nice.
That's a good color for him.
You're perfect, but you should have been more polite. Nadine? No. Eh? Ah, for yourself to prove that you're that strong.
Look, is there something you want?
Look at her. Wrestling team to fight against him. Body to body. Yes, you're back. I forgot. Tell me that it's not another trick, another trap. That you're sincere now. Ah, the pants that you were on during your entire day out there, inside of the bed, no.
Josie, it's time.
To talk.
I can't be with you unless I know.
I used to work for a man in Hong Kong. His name is Thomas Everett.
Okay, she's really saying the truth.
He helped me.
How?
Took me off the streets when I was 16. Taught me about life. About business. He was my father. My master. When I met Andrew Packard, I was already afraid for my life. When Andrew asked me to marry him, I said yes.
Who's this Mr. Dane? Who's this cousin?
You're not saying all of the truth with the fact that the money...
He works for Eckhart. He said if I didn't go back with him, he'd kill me.
That she was on a mission right there at the mill.
Because Eckhart wants me.
That is.
He's never stopped wanting me. He thinks I'm his property. When Andrew was alive, he could protect me. I now believe Eckhart is the man responsible for Andrew's death. When we're in the airport in Seattle.
She is, no? With Hank, they had a business together.
My brother died and go back to the monster.
Oh, Josie, you're not saying all of the truth.
And now, you killed both of us.
Because, you know, he's a police guy, so she can't say that she killed her husband to have the money, even if it's for that other guy she worked for. I don't know where to stand really with her.